Now, despite those setbacks, ISIL has had no trouble finding recruits, and that's thanks to a well-crafted social media strategy. CCTV's Jim Spellman has insight on the group's latest messages and the new players pushing its propaganda.
This is a message to David Cameron.
The latest Islamic State propaganda video spread through social media features a new unnamed spokesman threatening the United Kingdom.
Oh, British government, oh, people of Britain, know that today your citizenship is under our feet.
He speaks English with a British accent and seems to be a replacement for Mohammed Emwazi, the man known as Jihadi John, the masked ISIL executioner killed in a U.S. airstrike in November. This new English speaker is the latest tool in ISIL's propaganda arsenal. Videos like these have been used by ISIL and other terror groups to recruit new members, threaten hostages, and take credit for attacks.
They get sucked into what's going on over there, and as part of sort of the video game generation, many of them probably just see it as an adventure. And then once they're really in it, it's all too late.
Now they are using these videos to promote life in the so-called caliphate of the Islamic State. One recent video highlights the ISIL Agriculture Administration, wheat being harvested and baked into bread. Another shows what it claims to be doctors tending to the sick. And this disturbing video shows what appears to be dozens of children in an Islamic State school. They read from the Quran, eat lunch, play soccer, and then receive training with Kalashnikov rifles.
They're clearly targeting multiple audiences. I think they're targeting sort of people in theater who have access to social media, and I think they're targeting the West. And they're trying to make the case that they're not just a bunch of savage, ruthless terrorists running around the countryside, that they're actually making a better life for their citizens.
In another disturbing video, young boys are seen executing prisoners, guided by adult militants. Western governments have struggled to combat ISIL's message online. Twitter has shut down some ISIL-linked accounts, but increasingly the terrorists are turning to encrypted messaging services like Telegram to distribute propaganda and possibly plan attacks. Even though it may be harder to find this material online, authorities say the message is getting through.
Come or kill. Come or kill. Come to the so-called caliphate, live a life of glory, participate in the final battle between good and evil on God's side. Come to the caliphate, and if you can't come, kill where you are.
The United States runs an anti-ISIL Twitter feed and has produced a handful of anti-ISIL videos. But a committee of tech professionals convened by the State Department has questioned the effectiveness of these efforts. They recommend the U.S. instead focus on partnering with organizations in the Middle East that are combating ISIL's message. Jim Spellman, CCTV, Washington.